So as I'm looking through the plenteous amounts of JSDH videos, there's a lot of them, I see one thing in common with all of them. They don't exactly explain why it's so bad or what needs to be changed. And that's not to throw shade at anyone, all of these videos had incredibly good points and you should listen to what they have to say because they're all insightful in their own ways. But although talking shit about this game's recent updates and decisions is incredibly easy, I'm going to actually try and list off a plethora of things Jump Showdown needs to change. Now, I know it's a bold statement to make, but seeing as the loss streak for JSP unfortunately keeps building, I want to offer some actual advice for what needs to be changed, for I'm like others, I don't want to see the game I used to like playing die. So I'll begin this video by talking about the characters themselves and what needs to be changed, beginning by looking at the first character on our list, Jin Mory. I remember the days I reveled flying up into the air and slamming down on unsuspecting citizens of the Showdown, but now we can't even hit the Twin Dragons part without hitting the initial knockback. It's first things first, let's go ahead and revert that change because we have single-handedly desecrated this character by removing the only thing unique about his kit from being used in a combo. So now are we playing Jin Mory for the ults or for his one and only move that sets him apart from the rest? Because without that, he's just a Shigaraki clone. Where he stands right now, he's got an incredibly weak combo. You are stuck doing the extender variant for Whirlwind Slam, which is just an M1 extend. You can't extend off the wall combo. Renewal Taekwondo doesn't M1 reset. Did we really aim for this? One thing I want to say is when a character is going to be balanced, you gotta weigh how they will perform in comparison to other characters. Why do they prevent his wall combo from extending or his one from M1 resetting when plenty of other characters can do it better? Hornet's wall combo extends, Chara's wall combo extends, Accelerator's wall combo extends, but you know why? Because it's the characters they are. Hornet's moves all hit grounded, Chara's moves all hit grounded, her slide can catch up to the person you hit with the wall combo, and Accelerator's 3 has range. So what can Jin Mory do that other characters can't? Hit a literal flying kick that makes up for the majority of his damage. Alright, now I was going to start talking about the wall combo and how it should, extend again, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that they're just not putting enough emphasis on his, Whirlwind Slam, the one thing that's carrying his entire moveset and what makes it so fun. So just make it how it used to be. You can hit the second part without having to hit the stupid initial knockback. Don't make the initial knockback pick him up. That's stupid. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they did this, bro. I haven't played the game in a while. I don't know why they did this. Last thing I want to say is why his Renewal Taekwondo is completely true. You can't evasive out of it. You only get 1M1. Dude, it just feels so it feels so chopped. It doesn't flow. It could have been, at least 2M1s if you really wanted to nerf it and still make it feel nice to extend off of, but, make it so you can ragdoll it, bro. I don't know why you can't. It's true extender. Come on. Next we have David. A character I've always wanted to talk about and give my opinion on was David. He was honestly such a hyped up character to begin with, and it's so unfortunate what he's become, bro. So I'm just gonna begin by first saying that his entire kit is just slow. Quite literally the opposite of what his character is supposed to be, what he's based off of, So bro, why do half of my moves take so long? That's just not what David is, bro. So let's start with his end lag. I don't know why Adrenal Bash has an unholy amount of end lag. It's literally just like 0 hour but slower and with a butt ton more end lag. So let's cut that down, alright? Zero reason for it to have so much. Next, his one Sandy variant. I believe this should be changed in a special way. You know how his perfect block, how it's cool and aura and you catch their punch and toss them back? Yeah, what if by doing the perfect block you enable this variant for a short time, allowing for a follow-up after the perfect block into an extender? Would that not be fun? His perfect block already has no use as it is. It's actually worse than the normal perfect block where you get a black flash and the M1 priority, so why not do this? Put another move on his one Sandy variant or just keep it. I don't know, it's kind of useless. Where it stands right now, it doesn't extend unless you hit him into a tree or something. But next, his servo cannon. This move, I honestly don't know what to say about it. I want to say it's slow, it doesn't fit David. I want to say that it should have a follow-up to where you, blink into the air, catch them, do the scorpion thing from MK1. I'm just saying what they should change, not what they should, change, It would make for another combo route that isn't just doing his 2 Sandy variant and M1 extending. I'm sleep, bro. It doesn't even make any sense. Why does that Sandy variant extend and the normal one not? I guess you could say they just put emphasis on using the Sand Devaston to extend more, but it's not even fun when you do it like that. You know what is fun? Using the Sandy to catch up to an enemy in the knockback state, because it actually makes sense. It's like you're actively catching up to get an extend when you normally couldn't have one. That's why I didn't say to change Adrenal Bash at all, besides the end lag. It makes sense. Before you couldn't use Sandy after a loop dash, you could uppercut, do a loop dash, Sandy, and then you could catch up to them. And what extent? Like, that was so fun. That's how you make it play out, because you are actively moving at speeds you shouldn't. Only possible with your Sandevistan. Now, I'm not saying that they should revert that nerf or anything. It was stupid. He had a 100-0 combo with only 2 moves. But I'm just making a point about how fun it was and how the Sandevistan should actually be used, instead of, you know, using the Sandevistan for moves that are just, unfortunately, so bare bones. Like, his Sandy 3 is just like, hello? I just shoot 3 shots? It's just, no, bro. Who is using this move over the extender base variant? Who is using this move at all, actually? This is the first chip damage move I've actually seen on a rushdown character that I'm playing in Jump Showdown, who is supposed to be David Martinez. I have a chip damage. Alright, lastly, his counter. Can we just get rid of it and, like, put an actual move there? Like, people are so done with counters, man. You put one on every single character after Chara. We got Jin Mory, Anubis, Hornet, and not David. Hell, Ryu even has one. Like, I'm so done with these 3-move movesets, dog. We need more moves. I want to play the character. I want to do fun combos. Honestly, people just want more options on characters. David already has a total of 0 moves that you can use in neutral, and it makes for a very clunky moveset. I can't remember the last time I saw someone using David and having fun, besides from the dumbass infinite combos where people were able to just pull off due to the lack of bug fixing and good balance changes. I'm not going to try and bash the balance changes when the moves are like this. Like, what can you say besides to change the move entirely? His whole kit is purely built around M1 extending, so it's not the balancer's fault. But now we are done with David. I'm not going to talk about his ult. Sorry, it's such a mess. I don't even want to start. So, yeah, Ryu. Ryu only has one change that I will propose, and it is to remove him from the game entirely. Now, stay with me here. Not a single soul I have met has been happy about Ryu being added. He is a skill builder moveset that didn't even win the competition. He has moves and mechanics that are ripped straight from JJS, and as long as he is in JSD, it will only serve to just desecrate their name. It proves that they try to milk the hype off of JJK by adding the characters nobody wanted, instead of adding characters that people actually want and actually won the skill builder competition. You know, I want Freerin, bro. Mithrix, I haven't played Risk of Rain, but dude, Mithrix will be cool. I mean, he looks cool. And it even further proves that JSD would go as far as to copy some of the stuff from JJS with the whole money system, the rolling, the sniper, the shop. It just tarnishes Jump Showdown's name as long as it lives in the game. We didn't need any of these changes, nor did anyone need a Ryu in a multiversal game with an already existing JJK character. That's why removing Ryu will only serve to better the improvement of Jump Showdown. Because you know what it does? It shows that they listened. It shows that they realized what the cost of adding this character in is. And that's the change that Ryu needs. Just being banished from the main game. And, okay. In no way am I saying that the person who made this moveset sucks. Okay? So don't take it as that. Now let me be clear for a second. All the shit I say or suggest or complain about is not directed at the devs, okay? I've seen the devs work, I understand their work and how complicated it is. So all of the shit I say is directed at the image of the game, which is upheld by the owner of the game, right? Which is Jimpy altogether. So don't get it mixed, okay? But if you want a more all-rounded depiction of this kind of topic, you can, watch this video. This was a fellow tester that I worked with. A good person they are. I'm actually glad their thoughts reached the light. But back to the changes. Next we have Gojo. Now I think his rework was actually a good rework. Does it make up for the hideous amount of changes they made to him before that? No. But at least he's in a better state now. The only thing I can really say is that his finishers need to actually be finishers. Not some half-assed, oh they blow up, or oh their head is gone, or oh they just go flying. Finishers. Like, they don't have to be much, man. They're just some more like impact, a follow-up kick or punch, something that doesn't show the lack of thought or time put into it. Like, look at Jin Mory's finishers, for example. It's not much, but it's enough, besides this one. I don't like it. Another thing that they should change is putting back the 3 variant being applicable to a 0-hour time variant. Before you could do that and it was cool. I don't know why you can't. Why? And being able to do his 2 after the palm strikes, just make them both like follow-ups to 0-hour and palm strikes. I don't know why they aren't, but besides from that, it's nice. Next is ult. The one thing they need to change back is his domain. His like 0.2 domain made him what people loved. It made for a unique move that's barely used in the Battlegrounds genre, where all this JJK slap and Gojo just it made Gojo into just a fucking machine, a monster. Now it's just you're stuck in his domain for 20 seconds. It's like you're trapping yourself, you know, instead of being free and out and about and just using your ult to its fullest extent, you're just gonna trap yourself in a fucking bubble. And like, next thing they should change is his other blue variant in ult, where it like makes a big boom. That's just not what blue does, bro. That's not how it works. Did we watch JJK? It's just another AoE move, which he already has like 4 in his ults, and the Holo Purple is just, I mean, we had it for his Death Awakening, so why? It's not even special, not different. No, it's just a 50 damage ball. You know what? That's enough of Gojo. Oh wait, also add back his Aerial Red variant, bro. Why did they remove it? Like, it's still a cool move, you know. It would not be cool to, you know, do his 1 timed into a blue, smack them down into the Aerial 3 extend? Like, that, like the normal red kind of ruins the flow in some cases, but that's subjective. Let's move on. Accelerator, man, there isn't a character that's received worse treatment than this guy, bro. Except for pre-rework Gojo. Like, I don't even know where to begin. 0 changes, bro. None. The only change balance that was added semi-recently was the power display being sped up, which I advocated for when I tested for the game, because it was low-key doggy doo-doo before it was sped up, you know. Like, can we rework his moves to be more interactive and not just M1 extend gameplay? I mean, he's not fun, bro. He's good, but that's what makes him fun, not him actually being fun, you know. And unfortunately, that's all I have to say about him. It's like, there's no attention, no special treatment for Accelerator. Like, what's going on? Left bro to rot, to decay. More attention towards him equals another character people are able to play for more than 10 minutes. So it goes a long way. Alright, we are all done with the characters. There are some I didn't talk about, mainly because I just haven't played the game enough. I can't bring myself to play the game or even play them in general. So, yeah. And lastly, we have stuff like the money system, the shop, the rolling. All I can say really is just think of a more original idea, I guess. We kind of just took a page out of Jujutsu Shenanigans' book with this whole system, but yeah. But we are done. Holy moly, that was a lot. I wholeheartedly hope some of these actually get implemented. You guys have the formula. You just need to start applying it more frequently, and then we'll be alright. So many characters have been done so dirty, and as much as I don't want to play the game, I don't want to see it die. So it has so much potential that it's honestly just being wasted, and it's no thanks to the libtard in charge. So I guess that's it. You know, don't forget to subscribe, you know, like the video, and you know, I'll see you guys. Oh wait, before I go, I just want to say that Char still has a true onslaught proc, and it's still M1 resets. All you have to do is just M1 before run dashing to override the little 1M1 failsafe protocol they inserted into there. It's honestly pathetic. And I want you guys all to do this so they will patch it and revert all the speed changes they did in the past, like, I don't know, 6 months? I don't know. But yeah.